bottom. Ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
What is the deal? It is your boy Marley Betts, and this is Brothers and Bets Friday NFL edition. And as you already know, if you don't know, you're about to learn it right now. When I'm talking NFL, I'm talking with the homie from H-Town on the other side of 59 or 45 or whatever side, but it's the other side of Houston. Homie LJ from H-Town. What's going down, LJ?
What's up, man? You already know, Marley. We in this divisional weekend. You know, we down to the Final Four, my friend. So, hey, let's get to it.
Yeah, man, very sad at the same time because, I mean, football season is getting ready to wind down. And, you know, football is our shit. Football is king here in America, especially in Texas. That's just our shit. And, you know, it's just what we do. So I hate to see football go, honestly. But we've been killing NFL period all season long. We're, you know, as we were talking about earlier, we're top 1 and 2 on Pub Hub Sports NFL Capper Show. 1 and 2 out of 36 cappers, I believe.
Something like that.
And got a nice lead. We both got a nice lead on the rest of the competition. So with only a short amount of time for them to catch up. So let's keep doing what we do. Only got 4 games, so it'll be a pretty quick show. And like you said, win the divisional round. What more can we say? What more is there to go over? How much can we really sit here and break down these games, you know, over and over and over? So I guess we would just keep the order that the games are gonna go in. I normally don't do that because I'm gonna save us for last, like I always do. Fuck that. That's just how I always do it because we're the most important team. So with that being said, I'm actually kind of curious to see what you got on this one. Let me pull it up real quick. Commanders and Lions. Last I looked at the line, which is right before the show started, so I don't know if there's been any movement, but the line was at -10. The total is at 55.5. And we're talking about the Commanders and the Lions. The total, I just said that. Total is at 55.5. Let me see if anything has changed. I don't have any changes to the line. LJ, you got 10s?
Bet Online got a 9.5.
9.5. Okay. We'll go with that. I'm not going to change anything. We'll go with that. 9.5.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the game? If you got a side, do you got a side? What's your play? Let's talk.
Yeah. Hey, man, this is if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. Whatever we've been doing all season, we're just going to continue to keep doing it and just ride it till the wheels fall off, my friend.
Right.
So we already know how to play Detroit. If you've been playing Detroit, you play Detroit first half and just pretty much, you know, let it ride for the most part because they start off strong early and then, you know, they give it up pretty much at the end and hold off and, you know, squeak off and win the game. But as far as this matchup, both offenses are really good. Jane Daniels proved to us last week that he could go on the road, win a big game. You know, granted, it came down to the last possession. And if they would have missed that field goal, Tampa Bay would have got the ball back. They had a chance to win that game. So it was that close. Mind you, 7 of his wins have been in the final 10 seconds, including 5 straight games have won in 10 seconds, the last second of the game. So as I look at that, I automatically think to my mind, Detroit cannot let Jane Daniels have the ball at the last possession of the game when the game is on the line because he's already proven it numerous of times that he can come through in that situation. So automatically, I think the Lions are going to have that in mind, and they're going to try to get up on them early and make him play from behind and make him press, make him stress, and make prone to make mistakes when you do things like that. But not to say, I think the game plan is basically going to be defense. We know that Dan Campbell is an aggressive player on offense. So It's up to the Washington's rush defense to stop the run, neutralize the run, and make Jared Goff pass because they're number 3 in pass defense. You get what I'm saying? But they allow 100. Where I have it 170, 45 yards right here. Allowing 145 rushing yards on the road is what the Washington Commanders allow. And I believe that David Montgomery's coming back for a reason. They're going to utilize the run game and just wear down that defensive line, keep the ball, time of possession, and just milk the clock. Because if you don't have enough possessions, you're not going to be able to score enough points. And I believe that's exactly what Detroit is going to do. Because you have to neutralize Jane Daniels somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Right. And what more way to neutralize him to keep him on the sideline? You get what I'm saying? Get third downs. You know, keep those chains moving. You get what I'm saying? And I believe that's what Detroit's going to do. Not to mention, like I said, Washington hasn't lost by 8 points since the very first game in Tampa Bay, bro. They haven't lost by more than 8 points. So I believe they can keep this game close. I haven't jumped on the plus 9.5, 10 yet. I'm still contemplating that. But I'm really seriously considering it because Detroit give up a lot of points, man. You know, the defense is shaky. But all in all, you still have an underdog on the road in the divisional round, especially a rookie quarterback. And it's only been successful 4 times since 2004. You got Big Ben, Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, and Brock Purdy. Those 4 end up winning a divisional game on the road and went to the NFC Championship or the AFC Championship, whatever the case may be. So Jay Daniels is in that situation. But, Marley Betts, there's a caveat to that, sir. Mm-hmm. All 4 of those quarterbacks, guess what they had, Marley? They had a top 5 defense.
I was going to say defense. Yep.
Thank you. And I believe that's the difference in this game because Washington's defense gives up the run, and I believe they're not going to be able to stop it. And I believe that's the way Detroit is going to win this game because all 4 of those teams had a great rush defense that I mentioned that those quarterbacks had. You know what I'm saying? They can neutralize the run and make you one-dimensional and pass. Right. So Detroit's going to depend on the run game, Marley, and I believe they win the game. But all that said, I'm going to take their team total, Washington's over 23.5. I'm going to take that because Detroit give up points. So I'm definitely going to do that. I already locked that in. But I'm really considering taking the points to plus 9.5 because I really believe they can keep it close. Because the fact that they can't win because underdogs winning a wild card coming into the divisional game is only 1 in 20 straight up. But they can cover the spread. And I believe Jane Daniels has a high chance to do that. So, all that said, I'm on the team total Washington 23.5 is what I officially bet. But I'm heavily considering taking the plus 9.5. Plus 10.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can give me a 10.
Yeah.
I like the spread. I like the 10. I don't think they're going to win the game. I just think Detroit at home right now is crazy. Did you watch the Minnesota game? Like it's like going to a college. It's like going to a college game right now. Like they fucking fans are screaming like they're nuts. And they ain't had a winner in a long time, so definitely can understand that. But I just think it's just too many points for a defense that's completely banged up. I know they play good against Minnesota, but I don't think that same game plan is going to work against Minnesota. Like, I don't think they're going to blitz. Well, no. Yeah, I don't think it's not Brian Flores. It's Aaron Glenn. And I know he blitzes too, but like, I think, doing that shit to Jaden Daniels is a double-edged sword because he can run. He can get outside the pocket. He can step up and take off. Like, Sam Darnold was a statue back there. He was just, he can't move anywhere. So, like, he can hurt you in more ways than just throwing the ball. He can hurt you with his legs are a big part of their running game. So I think they can keep it close. And like you said, Washington defense, I mean, yeah, they're giving up 20 points a game, but a lot of that, if you look at what they've been doing lately, a lot of that is from early in the season. Outside of that Minnesota game, they gave up 34 to San Fran, 17 to Chicago, but it's Chicago, but 48 to Buffalo, 31 to Green Bay.
30 to Lamar, 33 to the Bengals.
Right. So they've given up points, in some of these offenses, Green Bay's cool, but like San Francisco, not no fucking offensive team like that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Buffalo is Buffalo, and Green Bay is Green Bay, but Green Bay is a divisional game. Like, you see this shit twice a year. You know what I'm saying? Every year. They shouldn't be out there putting up no fucking 30 points on y'all like that. But again, like I said, they're banged up all across the front seven. So I like the points too. I like your team total. I agree with you on that 23 as well. I was looking at it, haven't pulled the trigger on it, but definitely was looking at it. The reason I say that they're not going to win the game, though, and it's for everything you just said, they can't stop the run, bro. Like, that's one thing in the NFL that, like, if you can't do, it's just detrimental. I don't know if I said that word right, y'all, but it just doesn't, we'll say it doesn't bode well. It just doesn't bode well for you. Like, letting the team run the ball just opens up so much more for the offense. It bleeds the clock. It keeps your offense on the sideline. It just opens up play action. It's just so much that it does if you can't stop the run, especially with an offense like the Lions, with weapons. I mean, they got weapons everywhere. They got two wide receivers, a tight end, and two running backs. And I like that they got the best running back nickname duo ever for Thunder and Lightning. They're Sonic and Knuckles. I love it. So I don't think I don't unless for whatever miraculous reason that Washington defense is just gonna bow up tomorrow and not allow 137 yards rushing per game. So, and I think you said 150 on the road. 145 on the road. So unless that's going to miraculously turn into 100 tomorrow, then I don't think they're going to win this game. But can they cover a 10 spot? I think so. And in that case, with that being said, too, also this is not official play because Total's been kicking my ass. But I would lean over because if they're going to get that 23, 24 and a half, I would like to think that means the Lions put up 30. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna have
30 plus. They're gonna have to, right? So if I like the over as well here. So I'm gonna take the 10. If it's 9.5, I'll still take the 9.5. I'm still showing 10s. Let me look up. I got this open right now. See if I can see a 10. But I'll still take the 9.5. Like, I went through the numbers too, like you said. They haven't lost a game by more than 10 since like week 1.
Yeah, man. Their first game.
They got a couple 8s in there, though.
Yeah,
but they do have a couple 8s in there. But
this is easy. That could easily open up for a backdoor cover.
I feel you. I just think Detroit is such a tough place to play. I still got 10 on you, Wager.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give myself a 10.
I don't be using you, Wager, like that.
I know. I mean, I need to expand my horizons, but
yeah, they do got a 10. You're right. Yeah. +1. Dang, +105 for Detroit, -10.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That's plus money for a reason.
I know that's that bait. That's what I be feeling. Sometimes I be like, fuck it though, nigga. I'm gonna take the bait. You put it out there,
Sometimes they try to psych you out.
That's just how I go. Fuck that shit. I ain't gonna let them trick me out.
But it's the reason why Detroit's team total is 33.5.
33.5.
And no, that half, because they can land on 33.
Right.
Dominate the game. I think that half is really, really tricky. Because I don't think they don't have to get 34 points.
So they're 33.5, and Washington is at what?
23.5.
23.5. So that's what, 56? They saying it's gonna go over?
Yeah. Right. It's right there on the hook. 55.5, 56.
56. Oh, but now they both got halves on the team total. So it's really 57.
Yeah.
They saying it's gonna
They
go
know
over.
what they doing.
Yeah. They saying it's gonna go over. All right, man. I'm interested in this. I'm getting to the window.
Okay.
And let's talk about it. I like Philly still. We saw this story before, 5-6 weeks ago. Eagles smacked them up, and I'm not saying that just because they smacked them up last time, mean they gonna smack them up this time. But I do think that Philly has the better team, top to bottom. The only position that I really think that they have that I can give to the Rams is, maybe quarterback. I mean, Stafford over Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what's your cup of tea. Like, I mean, Stafford definitely can wing it. He can throw it better than Hurts. But different type of quarterbacks, different weapons, different styles, different strokes for different folks. But I think Puka's banged up. He takes a wrong hit, he might can be out. Cup is not what he was. I think he's a couple steps removed from what that 1 year he had. I like Kyron Williams in the run game. But I just think Philly at home. Saquon rushed for like 250 yards.
Yeah, the first game.
this team, the first game. Now, okay, is he going to do that again? Of course not. And it kind of seems like it's one of those times where it's like he ran on them so bad that they're going to do everything in their power to not let them run on him again like that. So maybe they just sell out for the run. But you still got AJ Brown and Devontae Smith and Goddard's back. Was it Goddard?
Yeah, the tight end.
Yeah, Goddard's back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think people give Jalen Hurts in the passing game a lot of shit because AJ is kind of on the diva side, so he does shit to bring attention. They're also in Philly, but Jalen Hurts is a winner at the end of the day. It might not look as pretty as a Stafford or as a Mahomes or any of those guys. Jimmy's texting me now. Hey, is it cool if I move you? My bad. Move you from 11 to 12. Yeah, bro, whatever. It's all good. Just get these winners.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, and then all right, the Rams. I love what I saw defensively from the Rams and what they did to Minnesota last week with holding them to 9 points. But to me, it was like Aaron Glenn already gave us the blueprint 2 weeks ago. So all they did was copy what Aaron Glenn did. And yeah, I'm not saying that the defense wasn't good, but I'm saying, did we really believe Sam Darnold was going to come out and be Sam Darnold of what we've always seen for 6-7 years? Or was he going to be the Sam Darnold from this year, the admiration? And Aaron Glenn just showed us the key to don't allow him to have no time in the pocket. He's a statue. He can't move. So if you put pressure on him and make him have to make quick decisions, that's not his strong suit. You can't. I don't think you can do that with Philly. And I just think Saquon. I'm really a believer in Saquon, honestly. Saquon Barkley in that run game. The Giants got to be. I don't know how they let him go. How do you choose Daniel Jones? How do you choose Daniel Jones over this guy? After seeing, I mean, you had him in practice every day. How do you not take the? He jumped over somebody backwards. My son came up to me one day. He was like, Philly was playing. He was like, oh yeah, that's the team. They got the best RB in the game. And I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know he's talking about Saquon, but I don't say his name to see if he gonna say his name. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, why you say that though? Because I'm waiting on him to give me something to tell me why he thinks Saquon is the best running back in the game. You know what he said? He jumped over somebody backwards.
He jumped over a man backwards.
Automatically the best if you do that.
Yeah. Never seen that before. You the best.
Yeah, man. I think offensively, I mean, with all that said and our bullshit aside too, I did all that talk about them offensively, and I didn't even mention the defense. 17 points a game, less than 200 yards passing, barely 100 yards rushing. So on top of everything that I said about the offense, the defense is I don't like saying number one defense, but I think they're definitely a top 5 defense in the NFL, right?
Yeah, they're number one since they're bye.
I know, but I don't think they're the number one defense, so I'm just gonna say top 5.
Well, right now they are.
Yeah. I mean, I know what the numbers say, but you got to take into account who they've played, scheduling, injuries. I think maybe I like the Chiefs. Eagles are top.
Philly has the best defense left in the playoffs.
Do they?
Yes.
You think their defense is better than the Chiefs' defense?
Well, I would have to see it, but I'm just saying. Okay, let's just say NFC. How about that?
Yeah, I agree.
They're better than Detroit. They're better than Washington.
Yeah. Detroit's banged up though. I don't know if they're better than
the Rams. They're the best in the NFC. We'll leave it at that.
I agree. Okay, go ahead. I'm on Philly minus the 6.
Hey, I can't talk y'all. Philly should dominate this game. It's a mismatch defensively and the run game. They could just run the ball. You have Saquon and you have Jalen Hurts. That's like having Lamar and having Derrick Henry. I mean, It's the same exact thing. So the same game plan, I believe, is going to happen right here. They're just going to run the ball, bro. Use play action when they need to get a third down conversion. And just hand the ball back off to Saquon. Bro. Or Jalen Hurts did his little, option read and take off. Whatever the case may be, I believe that's how they go control this game. The Rams already proven they can't stop the run. Minnesota just couldn't run the ball. That was their issue. But teams that can run the ball throughout the season, the Rams had trouble with, 2-4, allowing 28 points in those games. So this is a mismatch, man. But I'm not going to bet the Eagles because I don't want the Eagles to win, Marley. Even though, like you said, defense held their opponents under 20 points 10 out of the last 13 games. Their power run team, offensive line should dominate. And the weather is supposed to be snowy, so weather conditions are going to be bad, which, helps the run game as well. But Hurts at home in the playoffs, 3-0 against the spread, covering by 17-plus points. And the defense is allowing only 24 points total in those 3 home games. So all the signs and the trends point to the Eagles winning this game comfortably. But I don't want them to win. I want the Rams to win, Marley. But I'm not going to bet it. I'm just going to watch it. Because the reason why I want the Rams to win, this is why. It's so ironic that we can have the NFC Championship and the AFC Championship with the 2 same teams that played their very first games of the season. The Rams played Detroit in week 1. Baltimore played Kansas City in week 1. We could get those matchups again, Marley, and that's what I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for Matt Stafford. Go back to the NFC Championship at Detroit, where he used to play, and I want the Ravens to go to Kansas City like they did earlier because they just missed it on the toe of winning that game. Just a toe. That's all it was, just a toe. So that's where I'm at, man. So, yeah, I lean Eagles, but I haven't bet it. I wanted to bet the first half, but I don't like the 3.5 is plus 100. I just feel leery about that. Now, the under 21 first half, minus 120, could be a little too, because I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. So even if the Eagles get, 10, 13 points in the first half, maybe 14, 2 touchdowns, what the Rams going to get? 3, maybe? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see them coming out fast like that on the Eagles, because that'll just be showing me something that you haven't done pretty much all year. You a second-half team, because I believe Sean McVay could go into the locker room at halftime and maybe come up with a scheme to try to get back in the game in the second half. But I think Sirianni's team is well built, and I think they can jump on the Rams early, establish the momentum, and, hopefully, like I say, Sean McVay could come at halftime, adjust, and see if he could come out in the second half and make it a game.
Yeah, I like Philly first half. Rams start slow, like you said. I think Stafford just old, so his arm needs to warm
up. Okay. That's a good theory.
No, I like your theory better. McVay's a good coach. I'm sure he goes into halftime, makes some adjustments.
Yeah, man. I believe in McVay more than I can believe in Sirianni.
I was just about to say that. Definitely believe in McVay than I believe in Sirianni. Although, like, does Sirianni get a bad rap? I mean, the Eagles been good since he's been there.
That's true. Like, he does. It does. But
a lot of people talk shit about Sirianni. Like, he never has.
I just think it's just because he's so emotional and he wear it on his sleeve. Like, some coaches, they don't usually rah like that. He's out of the ordinary type of coach. But maybe he's part of that Philly. Because they're like that. You get what I'm saying? So maybe he wants to be that guy, that rowdy guy that Philly is as a city, because they're rah.
They be on his ass too. The fans be on his ass.
They do, but if they win, then hey, it's all good.
Philly fans are fucking crazy, bro. I see this one little clip real quick before we move on to the last. I see this little clip. This dude was like, it was when Philly played Pittsburgh. He was a Pittsburgh fan, and then the caption was like, "Philly fans are the worst," something. And this dude was it was him and his wife. It was a Philly fan behind him, and his wife was next to him. He was filming this way, looking at so you can see both of them. And I don't know what happened on the field, and what the Philly fan was like, he must have called her a cunt, because the husband was like, "All right, bro, you don't have to like call her that." And then he was like, "Well, she is. She's a fucking cunt." and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. What you gonna do now? Shut up and watch the game.
Wow. See what I'm saying? That's why I'll go to the game, bro. That's why I'll go to the games for that reason. Right.
They had all that Pittsburgh shit on. So I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, he can't start nothing, because if Buddy would have hit him, the Philly fans probably would have jumped him. But then I'm thinking, I'm putting myself in my shoes. I'm like, I probably would have just fired off on Buddy though. Because the amount of disrespect, like,
that's very disrespectful.
Football, it just would have been my reaction just to fire off on Buddy. And I would have hit on Buddy so hard. I don't think there were the Philly fans, but I don't know Philly. Philly fans, they say about that action. So
for real,
Buddy would have caught it. He would have paid for every Philly fan, because I just would have focused on him. Well, I guess I know your play on this one, because you kind of just said what you want.
Right. No, remember I told you that before we came on. I'm not betting this game because I got a future with the Ravens.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So, well, there you go. We know your play.
But we can talk about it though.
With the Ravens. Go ahead. What you got?
I just believe that they're gonna run the ball because Buffalo's vulnerable on defense on the run game, and you got Lamar and Derrick Henry. So I believe that's what's gonna happen, man. I believe Lamar is destined to go to the Super Bowl. I believe he's gonna get that monkey off his shoulder, and I believe he's gonna win the MVP. Now, let's just say Buffalo wins this game. I believe that gives them more an incentive to give the MVP to Josh Allen. But how can Josh Allen win the MVP when he wasn't first team All-Pro?
Haven't they already voted?
MVP?
Yeah.
No, they haven't announced it.
I know they haven't announced it, but have they already voted?
I don't know. They probably have. I don't know.
I don't think they're going to give it to Lamar. I think he
should.
But
usually, you win first team All-Pro, you get the MVP.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that Lamar Jackson is first team All-Pro, we're thinking he's going to get it. But if he wins this game, they have no choice but to give it to him.
If they haven't voted already. That's why I was asking if they voted. I think he should get it, but I don't think they're going to give it to him because he already got 2, and they gave it to him last
year. Yeah, it could be MVP fatigue, like they call it. And the Jordan LeBron effect.
Right. And I think that hurts them. Lamar won the MVP. What do you mean won? They definitely haven't announced that unless I've been.
Oh yeah,
there's no way I missed that.
He got a source.
There's no way I missed that announcement. So
let me get your source.
Let me know something so I can go play some real quick. But yeah, I think I said this last week when we were talking. They already voted. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think they already voted. So whatever happened goes forward. It don't matter because they already voted. That's what I was getting at. I think so. I'm almost certain they already voted. But yeah, and I think I said this last week when I took I think we both were on the Ravens against Pittsburgh last week. And you feel we both feel the same way. I think this is the Ravens year. I have them to win the Super Bowl. I have them. I don't necessarily have him winning the MVP, but I'm picking them this week, and I'm picking them next week to beat Kansas City in Kansas City.
Well, he can get the Super Bowl MVP. How about that?
Yeah. And for the same reasons. Buffalo's defense is undersized. From just I'm bigger than you standpoint, and the Ravens' offensive line is fucking massive. And if they do anything like they did last week, against Pittsburgh, which in my opinion is a better run defense than Buffalo by far, they were bringing in extra tight ends, extra linemen, putting Ricard in the backfield to lead block. Like they were just not only saying we're gonna run the ball, like saying we are gonna bully you and run that hoe down your throat. We ain't finna like do no cute shit. You know what I mean? Like this ain't no. We you see us bringing in extra linemen, get your big boys in, and let's see what's up type football. And I don't think that's like what Buffalo's defense is best at. They like playing five, like they like being in a nickel look. So they gonna get them out of that 5 DB shit that they like to do. And if it's gonna be, I don't know if it's gonna snow, but I know it's gonna be cold as shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold as hell.
And I think we're getting wind, which hurts the passing game. So Josh Allen's big, strong. Obviously, he can cut it through the wind, but
yeah.
That's fucking run the ball weather. And if both teams are going to be relying upon running the ball, I like Cook, don't get me wrong. And Cook and Josh Allen is Josh Allen runs the ball too. That's definitely a big part of Buffalo's run game. And Cook's been looking good this season. But if you give me my choice between Cook and Allen or Lamar and Henry, I'm definitely taking Lamar and Henry. And even if you want to say, all right, both offenses are going to be a wash because of the weather and forced to run the ball, then I like Baltimore's defense more than I like Buffalo's defense as an overall. So, especially with the size differential in Buffalo's defense versus Baltimore's offense. So, hold on with this boy Keith saying he's voted after the last game of the regular season. Thought so. Yep.
Then they should announce it then, goddamn.
That makes sense.
Waiting for the
last game of the regular season. And Lamar shined the last game of the regular season. That was Pittsburgh.
He did. That's my point. So yeah, give it to that man.
That was Pittsburgh. I just think that, like you said, the MVP bias is going to go to Josh Allen because Lamar already won two. And he's won.
And he's dealing with less. Is that going to be the argument, right? Josh Allen has less, so right. He has to.
Lamar's always had less. But
well, this year he has Derrick Henry, which is going to get him over that.
I think Derrick Henry has Lamar, to be honest with you, because if you look at Derrick Henry's last couple seasons in Tennessee, like his numbers has went up. Not they ain't like they stayed the same. You know what I'm saying? I think they help each other out. But anyway. But yeah, man, I'm with you on Baltimore. I'm actually might jump on that under too, because I just think the weather is gonna be. I think it's supposed to be like freezing in Buffalo, man, and it's supposed to be like a nice wind gust going through there. Like it's supposed to be hard to throw the ball, if I'm not mistaken. And if it was just cold, I would be all right. But the wind makes me think that it's gonna be a clock always running. Defensive,
yep.
You know what I mean? Slugfest type game, especially if Baltimore is able to control the game, because we know what they want to do. They ball.
And they depend on explosive plays, chunk plays, 10 plus, like 15 yards in one, and Buffalo has trouble with teams that give up explosive plays. So, couple of plays, they can get in field goal position, you know what I'm saying, and just wear you down with the run game all the way to the red zone. So
yeah, they just have to stay with it, even if it's not working early, because like I said, their defense is small. And eventually, and hopefully they figured this shit out by now. The more you give Derrick Henry the ball, he might not pop you early. He might not pop you till the third or fourth quarter. He wears on you. He has to wear you down. Let him wear you down, and then fourth quarter, he go pop one for 50, 60. You know what I mean? 40, he'll start popping them chunk yards. Because, like, who wants to tackle that dude? Like, nobody wants to tackle him. They might tackle him, but you don't wake up like, yes, we got Derrick Henry today. Can't wait to get out there. Nobody says that.
They ain't saying that about Lamar either.
Trust me. But like as a defensive guy, like you don't mind going up against Lamar. Like he's fast. You know what I mean? Like you go catch him sometimes, you take the angle, he might shake you. Okay, cool. Derrick Henry, it's like that shit hurt the next day. You don't know nobody want to play that nigga, man. He is pushing you down and running you over and banging you over and over and over. It's just over and over and over. Nobody, I'm telling you, bro, no linebacker want to do that. Like over and you love the little scat guys. I want to try to shake you. Oh, look, because I'm gonna catch your ass and I'm gonna bang your bow pause. I'm bow. I'm gonna catch you. But Derrick Henry, like, no, you don't do that shit all day. All day? Did this big ass nigga running? Man, no.
Well,
no.
both of us will have a long day then.
That's ice tub day. That's ice tub the next day. You don't want to do that shit. That's a long day. Long. All right, man. Let's talk about it. Hometown team, Texans, going on the road to take on the Chiefs in the division round. Seems like this is just where we always lose. In the division round, we just can't seem to get over the hump. We're going on the road, take on the Chiefs. The line is at 9. The total is at 45. Man, Buffalo don't want to see us, bro. We'll smack Buffalo like we did. Man, we're going up the road, LJ. We're going up to Kansas City. We're going to take on the Chiefs in Arrowhead. It's supposed to be freezing out there. The line is at 9, and the total is at 41.5. And everybody thinks we're going to lose. So the question I'll just ask you is, do we have a chance, and can we cover the game?
We have a chance to cover, and we have an outside chance to win the game. But the defense going to have to play exactly how they played last week. In my opinion, that's exactly what's going to have to happen. But they have the advantage because if they can get pressure, man, because in history, we know when Patrick Mahomes has trouble, he's usually running away because the rush is coming because his offensive line can't protect him. I go back to that Super Bowl where he was just running all over the field trying to get away. You know what I'm saying? Not to say it's going to be that extent, but I think that our defensive line, our pressure, we can get at him, man, and make it hard on him. It's just about him being creative and getting out of it, being elusive enough to get out of the chaos, That's what it's going to depend on because I believe we have the defense to beat him, but our offense is what's going to hinder us because I believe the Chiefs defense is top. May not be number one, but it's top tier, man. And they have people coming back. They're probably healthiest that they've ever been all season. But they haven't played the starters since Christmas, man. And I just feel human nature, you're going to come out slow. I mean, I don't care how good you are. You're going to come out slow if you haven't been doing something repetitively for a while. And I think that's a long time that your starters haven't played since Christmas, man. That's a long time. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This may be the last chance we can take this play. So I'm taking first half Texas plus the 6. I believe they keep it close. Possibly have the lead at halftime, come out strong. But I think at the end of the day, we are the underdog going against a divisional home favorite. So those things don't fare well. But they can cover because in history, these teams have covered in this round. They just haven't won the game. That's the big difference. Because the spreads are normally big like this, like 8, 9, 7. You get what I'm saying? So those teams are covering those numbers. They're just not winning the game. Because dogs 10 plus points or more, 71% against the spread in the divisional round. So the Texans do have a chance to cover this game. And if Kansas City make a mistake and the Texans can capitalize off of it, they have a chance to win the game. I mean, plus 410 is very lovely, sir. Now, full disclosure, I'm going to sprinkle on it. Like I said, it's my team. This may be the last game of the season. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Take a chance. Who knows? They shock the world. So if we going to shock the world, Marley, I want to be on the side that we shock the world. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to take a small sprinkle for us to win this game. But officially for the show, we on first half, man. Plus the 6. Texas.
Got you. Yeah, believe it or not, I am right there with you. That is the exact play that I put. Plus 6. Yeah, like you said, shit, bro. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Texans first have been getting us paid all fucking season, and the fact that they haven't played since Christmas, they've been off, and we played last weekend. Maybe they're a bit rusty. Maybe those, maybe they got to catch up a little bit to the game speed. Maybe Mahomes is like a little bit off, for the first half at least, if anything. The defense has been balling, and we do have one of the best pass rushes in the game. And Keith touched on this earlier. If we can, let me find that comment. Basically, right here. I found it right here. If we can do this, take away the short passing game, because Mahomes has been getting the ball out quick as fuck. That's why we weren't able to get there. A lot of shit from the back, running back out of the backfield and shit. So if we can do that, that'll give us a chance to win the game. But if the defense just play the way we've been playing, and CJ doesn't turn the ball over, remember he threw 2 picks in that last game that we played them, and we lost by 8. I think it was 19-27. Something like that. Something like that. I think that was right. I don't know, but it wasn't 10. I think it was 8. I think it was 8. But we can't turn the ball over. If CJ just doesn't turn the ball over, defense is good, and we got to find a way to fucking block Chris Jones. If we can block Chris Jones, we all right. If we can get some type of running go, yes, Chris Jones is hard to block. Yeah, I'm sure that's what everybody says every week when they play the Chiefs. If we can just block Chris Jones,
that's a big ass, especially with our offensive line.
I know. But now, shit, that's what you got to do. You got to fucking find a way to block Chris Jones. We got to get the ball out quick. Offensively, got to get the ball out quick. And I know it was Slovic. I know you probably don't watch Brothers in Bets. I'm sure you don't. But if anybody that knows Slovic that does watch Brothers in Bets or Wild Words, tell this motherfucker to stop having receivers in the same area. Like, you're supposed to run routes where they're not. You can't cover 2 people with 1 person. So you don't want the same routes next to each other. Maybe Tank doesn't get hurt if his own teammate doesn't run into his.
So you blame the offensive coordinator for that?
Well, I saw a guy. I'm not gonna say just on that particular play. If that play was an anomaly and he didn't do it all the time, then I say it's just kind of like just stupid ass. It's just luck. It's football. But I watched this guy on YouTube. I wish I knew his name because I want to give him his credit. I can't think of his name. They got a channel. It's this white dude and the black dude, and the white dude was breaking down the film, bro. He showed several plays of where we have guys running routes that are in the same area. You know what I mean? Where like if they were in the zone, one guy can cover both guys because their routes are in the same area. You know what I mean? And like he showed multiple times. He showed this shit multiple times, and then he brought it back to. It was right after Tank's injury, like the very next the next day when they broke down the film, and like, bro, that's just, that shit is stupid. You don't run routes that end where two guys or multiple guys end up in the same area.
Yeah, you wouldn't think you would.
You're not supposed to do that. I'm a defensive guy, and that's just fucking football 101. You know what I mean? So like, we gotta stop doing that shit. Even Tank Dell getting hurt the first time, blocking on the goal line. Like,
that was kind of.
What are you doing? He's like 102 pounds.
Yeah, who he gonna move?
Who is he gonna block on the goal line? You know what I mean? Like, take that dude out, man. Put a tight end right there, bro. Like, what are we doing? Put a lineman. Put an extra lineman right there. I mean, like, what are we doing? Why is Tank? So like, and I hate to say this, but like, Tank can blame that man for 2 injuries.
That's fucked up, man.
To be honest, I mean, it's just
thinking about it.
What and I didn't need nobody to break that down for me. I noticed that like soon as it happened, like, why is Tank blocking on the goal line? Like, that's just stupid. Take him out and put a lineman in. I mean, that's just better for us. Like take him out and put somebody big in. We're on the goal line, bro. Like, we was like on a 1 or the 2. It wasn't like we was on a 5 or like we was gonna play it. It was a run play. Take out, bro. You don't supposed to be blocking my goal line. Like, even, if you want to say Nico, at least Nico big. Like, Tank is flyweight, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm bigger than Tank. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like, it is little. Anyway, yeah, if we cannot turn the ball over, CJ had 2 interceptions in that ball game. You take a lot of turnovers, who knows? It's going to be cold. Both defenses are playing good. So, like, I think that automatically gives us a chance. Do we win? Probably not. Can we win? We got a chance.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the 6 for the first half. I kind of want to take the 9. But I'm not.
I kind of do too. Like I said, I'm gonna do it. I'm a sprinkle, man.
I feel good about the 9. I'm definitely taking the 6 on the first half. Tough for us to go in there and get a win, man. I sure hope we do, though.
Hey, man, it's any given Sunday, and the way our defense played last week, man, they coming in with house money, man. Like, what we got to lose?
Yeah, I like the defense. Defense been balling, dog.
Defense, Lassiter, bro, he's a dog, man.
Yeah, like, they could have ran the wrong deal on the route.
That could be right, for real. And then you got Stingley. We got a lockdown corner, all pro. We got all the pieces on our defense, bro, to be a championship team.
I think. All right, so hold on. We already gave over all the. Let me put this up real quick. We already gave up all the plays. So look, I want to run this by you. I posed this question the other day. I think we should go get Higgins in the offseason. And I say this. Yeah. I say it because of this. If I'm not mistaken, this is the last. Next year is the last year we got CJ on his rookie deal. Like, we got to pay him. So, like, next year is it. Like, we got to go all in. And we need it. Diggs got hurt. Tank's probably not coming back no time soon, if ever. And if he does come back, he probably won't be the same Tank, right? So, like, we need another receiver. The Bengals got to play Jamar, so they ain't gonna be able to pay Higgins. And, like, Higgins is still young, bro. He's not a fucking diva. He gotta think he been sharing the field with Jamar Chase, who's been getting all the accolades his whole career, and you ain't heard one word from him, bro. He cool with playing with somebody, and like he big, so we'll have 2 tall, big receivers, bro.
But will we be able to pay him though, bro? Because he wants the bag. Higgins want a bag.
We can, because we ain't paying CJ yet. We ain't paying nobody right now. Like, who we paying?
But if we give him the bag, are we gonna have
enough to give CJ still? Because we ain't paying nobody.
No. Can I do you one even better? Let me do you one even better.
I'm listening.
DeMeco Ryans. used to be the defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
What could we do to pry Trent Williams away on that offensive line to protect CJ?
Yeah, we can get you. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to.
You don't want to what?
Because we was talking about Higgins, and I thought you were gonna give me another receiver, but
No,
we do
need protection.
I agree with that.
More
No,
than
yeah,
we need a receiver.
That's true. We need both.
But we need protection
But I agree.
more.
No, I 100% agree. I'm not arguing. You're right.
And we can get him because
Trent Williams is old now, right?
But look, they finna have a fire sale in 49ers. They're not gonna be able to pay him. And he gonna take less money if he can come to a situation that he know he can compete for a championship.
So we can get both.
I don't think Higgins is gonna take less money. He wants him back. Trent Williams had already got paid.
No, we can still get him back. I don't think Higgins wants to be the number one paid receiver.
He want to be up there though.
I don't know. I haven't heard that,
bro. He wants.
I just know he wants some money.
Bad. He wants.
I know he wants money, but I don't think he wants.
He wants to be the number one paid receiver on the team.
I don't think so.
Well, listen. I think Trent Williams is a better.
I'm not arguing that. We need the offensive line
because we need protection for CJ. Because there's no reason why he should be getting sacked the way he does. And look, if he
I just feel like he can do better than Trent Williams because he's old.
But he's a champion, man. He has
experience. How good is he still? I don't know the numbers on him, so
and he has a relationship with D'Amico. Right? See, I'm looking at relationships. That's what I'm looking at.
I'm looking at production and how much longer are you going to have that production?
Look, him and Thompson.
I'm not saying he don't. I'm saying I don't know because I haven't watched.
No, I've watched him.
How old is
him and Tunsil will be awesome.
Let's look at that.
Tell me.
I just want to know how old.
Since this is open mic,
yep.
Let's switch to NBA. We talked about OKC how you could just take them on the spread. Now they're losing right now at halftime, but they usually could come back.
Bro, Trent Williams 36 too.
Okay. So he ain't got no years left?
I don't know. How old is T.
Well, look, I was going to give you a recommendation that you could just blindly take Nikola Jokic's triple-double. Just blindly take it.
Yeah, for sure. T. Higgins is 26.
He wants money. We don't have enough to pay him.
Why you keep saying that?
Because
we not paying nobody. That's why I know we got money.
Okay, look up our salary cap right now. Look at it right now since you're on your phone. Look up Texans salary cap for next year. How much money do we have to spend in free agency? Because I don't think we have enough to get that man. Like, for real, he gonna go somewhere like Jacksonville or some shit.
Because I still think more. Trim up some fat. Texans could trim some fat to free up cap space before start relationship where after roll up with that. Oh no, we don't got no cap space.
See, I'm telling you, we can't get him.
Who are we paying?
Unless we trade.
We're not even paying nobody. Who the fuck are we paying?
Bro, we just need to protect CJ, man.
No, I agree with that. The offensive line is more important than the receiver for sure.
It is, man. We need an offensive line.
Disagreeing.
Because we have all the tools. We have all the tools.
Well, what you gonna do with Tunsil? Tunsil was the fucking left tackle. We just paid. That's who we paying. I know we paying Tunsil.
Yeah, we paying him. So they both play the same position? Left tackle? Right tackle?
Left tackle.
Move that nigga.
Tunsil?
No, Trent. He go to right, whatever.
Man is playing left tackle. It don't work like that, from what I heard.
Well, you should be versatile, goddamn.
To switch. We don't have we have a lot tied up on the line. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what the fuck we paying. We paying Tunsil.
We don't have enough. We have a lot tied up on the line that ain't producing nothing.
Ain't producing shit.
But like I said, it's funny how we can run the ball for a little bit, but we can't pass the ball for shit. But hey, hopefully we give them a good game. And hey, I'm a root for the team. Of course, we root for our team. But let's just stick to what's been working in the first half. I'm also going to take Fairburn over 1.5 field goals. I'm going to take that.
Good. What's the odds?
Minus 140. And I'm gonna tie it also with Nico 6+ receptions because I think he's gonna have to heavily lean on Nico tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I think Nico could get 6 receptions. So that's a plus 163 parlay.
We need Mixon to have a good day.
Yeah, Mixon. Yeah, if Mixon have a good day, we in this game. If they can run the ball, we in there.
We need Mixon to have a good day. But we got a black Chris Jones.
Well, hopefully we running away from him.
Black Chris Jones. All right, man. Let the people know where they can find you at so we can get up out of here. We only have 4 games. We still 1 hour.
Yeah, man. Twitter, man. Rawwords, LJ Sports Media. And, of course, on YouTube, LJ from Houston, Rawwords Podcast. Go like, go subscribe, all that stuff, man. And make sure y'all tune in tomorrow, man. NFL Pub Hub. Top 2 cappers on screen right now, as y'all see. And we're going to be giving out our plays that we just went over right now. And we're going to keep this top of this leaderboard, man. H-Town representing, NFL Pub Hub, Jimmy the Bag. Y'all tune in tomorrow, giving out our plays. But, yeah, man, appreciate you, bro. Always do every Friday, going over this NFL. Couple more weeks left, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's enjoy it, and let's get this money.
Got about 1, 2, 3 more shows.
Yeah, we got championship and Super Bowl.
Yep, there we go. 2 more shows. Championship and Super Bowl. Yep, that's it, man. 2 more shows. Like you said, man, catch us tomorrow on Pub Hub Sports on NFL Capper Show with Jimmy the Bag. Top 2 cappers out of 36. 48 and 31, man. It's 17 games above 500. Come holler at us, man. Come win some money. I am Marley Betts. Fucked up. I've been getting them all right, and I fucked up. I ain't fucked up in a while. That right there, LJ. I am Marley Betts, and as always, may the odds ever be in your favor. Y'all already know what it is, man. Let's be Vegas. We out this motherfucker.
H-Town.
Oh, I didn't do it.
Texans. God damn it, let's go.
It ain't doing it. Okay, I gotta click right here.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry. Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.